jokes.
Alright.
Fine.
Serious.
There's a reason why I called you guys here today.
Why?
I want to talk about Street Fighter. I know all you guys have played it. All you guys have seen it.
Street Fighter.
Want to bite my cookie?
No. So let's start.
It all started in front of their towers, their headquarters in Shinjuku.
Yeah, we really didn't know what to expect. Much like you, we had high expectations, but we were afraid of what we'd see.
You realize what we're about to see?
More free time.
We're gonna be the first people in the world to see Street Fighter 4. You're gonna be the first dude to lose at Street Fighter 4 out in
I think I'm better than you at this one. Like, if this
and already Street Fighter 4 at the game we've never played.
I have a feeling that I'm better at
Really?
Logical. Maybe I'll actually get a controller.
He has been dragon punching since you were like...
This is true. I did dragon punch my sister when I was 16 and said Shoryuken and gave her a bloody nose. And I'll never forget, like, I didn't really mean to hit her very hard, and I was like, Shoryuken, and I connected there. And like, turned and looked at me like this, like blood like pouring. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I didn't mean to hit you that hard.
Like,
I didn't remember what
start trying to
we were
throw
arguing about
fireballs
something really
and shit.
I
important.
didn't know these bones would impact your nose.
Yeah, so watch out. But yeah, you should have been there. It was really great.
So what else? What else? I mean, who'd you talk to when you were down there?
we're introduced to the guy who's behind Street Fighter now. He's in...
Mr. Yoshinori Ono.
Right, who's kind of new-ish to the franchise.
Well, I first met him a few years ago because he produced Onimusha 4, and at that point I knew him because he'd made Capcom Fighting Evolution. So when I first met him, I asked him what was up with that, and he remembered me because I hated Capcom Evolution so much.
Rightly.
Yeah. So when we saw him in Street Fighter 4, he was like, oh yeah. So he knew he had something to prove, you know, like when I saw that's the guy making Street Fighter 4, it didn't fill my heart with happiness.
ファイティングジャムの企画のコンセプトは僕はその去るプロデューサーが聞いた時にいいとは思ってたんですね。いろいろなタイトルでこう対戦をし合うっていうのはですね、やはりマーベル VS カプコンであったりとか、カプコン VS SNK っていうシリーズを出した時にもいろいろなキャラクターたちがこう戦い合うっていうシステムが良かったんですけども、やはり複数のシステムがですね、1個のゲームに混ざりすぎるとですね、なかなかユーザーがこうとっつきづらいとかっていうところがやはりあるなというのを感じたので、次のタイトルを作るときにはやはりもう一度何がみんな楽しかったのかっていうところの原点に戻ってですね、そこの原点を拡張していってあげる方がそのユーザーたちには分かりやすいのかなと思って今回のタイトルにこう携わっていってます。
全開で飛ばすぜ。行くぞ。波動拳。昇竜拳。
You know, like Shane said, we were worried going in. And I think the graphics, seeing it for the first time, worried me a bit more. But then after we sat down and played it for a while, it just took playing it for, I don't know, 10, 20 minutes before everything started clicking. And
well, you realize that gameplay came first. Like, you know, it runs at 60 frames a second, it runs really smooth, and it plays like Street Fighter. You can pick it up, do all your moves. It feels like Street Fighter 3 mixed with Super Turbo, but faster and more aggressive. I think the problem with it is it doesn't look like what we're used to seeing. I mean, we've seen... You know, Tekken 6, we've seen Soul Calibur 4, Virtua Fighter 5, all these really detailed, realistic games, and Street Fighter is so different. It's not trying to do that, and we're not used to what it's trying to do.
It's still cartoony.
Yeah, it's still cartoony. It's very bright. 3D. Everything's simple. There's not a lot of detail.
I don't think anyone really minds any of that.
Right.
I think that what they do mind is that the art direction is not what they were expecting. I think it's not as Japanese as they were hoping. I think, you know, when you have these big characters, these big bulky characters, it looks more American design.
Well, and I think a lot of people who haven't played a Street Fighter in 10 years will be excited by this and will think it looks cool, actually.
Is it more like Street Fighter 3, like Third Strike, with more parries and like...
No, there's no parries.
Because his philosophy now is to make it very offensively oriented. He just like, he didn't want a lot of people turtling and protecting, and he saw like how the advanced players in Street Fighter 3 were playing. Like, you know, we all seen videos of where you're like parrying every step of a super move, you know. He's like, it's kind of no fun for like a new person to get in there and just not have any attacks be effective. So he's like, take away a lot of that stuff. Of course you can still block, but he just wants people to go all out offensive, like super combos and attacks and juggles and all that.
ブロッキングでもですね、やっぱり最後のこれぐらいになった時にですね、ブロッキングをうまくパッパッパッパッパッって入れていって大逆転をさせれるっていう醍醐味があったと思うんですよ。今回ちょっと皆さんにまだ決まってないけどもセービングっていうのをお見せしたと思うんですけども、その 新しいそのシステムもですね、まだ無敵時間だと決まってないと思うんですけど、そのセービングとまたリベンジゲージっていうのがリンクしてあるので、最後に溜まったリベンジゲージと自分の技術で出すそのセービングっていうのをうまく利用してですね、そのセービングも決定ではないですけどキャンセルができる技にしてるんですね。なのでキャンセルができる以上は出した後にキャンセルかけて波動拳出して昇竜拳出して浮かして一気に相手の部分をリベンジゲージを1個ずつ使いながら減らしていって最後にウルトラで終わらすっていうような技で見せる技っていうのもできるようなバランス調整っていうのは考えてですね、ブロッキングに負けないようなその選択肢っていうかじゃんけんをですね作っていこうと今思っています。
気を出せ、全開で飛ばすぜ。神竜拳。
There's 2 meters in the game. 1 meter at the bottom is the super meter that you're used to, and that one fills up as you attack other enemies. And the revenge meter gets filled up as you block or get hit by attacks. So as you dish out stuff, 1 bar fills up, and as you take stuff, the other bar fills up. But it's a circle bar and it's not in the same spot. Anyway,
And the revenge meter is a 4-part meter.
Right, it fills up in 4 stages.
chunks. Yeah.
And then as you get those bars filling up, you can do different things with them. So your super bar is used to do super attacks, which can be turned into ultra attacks if your revenge meter is also full up.
3 out of the
You need
5.
3. Yeah.
So you need 3 to be able to do an ultra combo. Then any of those revenge slots can be used at any. You can use 1 at any time by tapping Fierce and Roundhouse, and that'll do like your charge back move.
Or you can also use Revenge Meter to cast EX specials like in Street Fighter 3, where you throw
Right.
like a heavy fireball or a heavy Dragon Punch.
You know, if it's a fireball, you use 2 punch
buttons.
buttons instead of 1.
If you hold it down
Right.
and charge it up, you can spend up to 3 revenge units, and then you do like a more powerful invincible attack that's also unblockable.
Right.
So that's something that anybody can do. Like you don't have to there's no timing, you just hold it down, you know. But if you have timing,
Then you can basically use it to cancel off previous moves that you've done. So the scenario he described was just like one possible scenario. Like you could use the that invincible move where with Roundhouse and Fierce to do like one strong invincible move and knock them out of the way, then dash to cancel, then do like an EX Fireball, dash to cancel that, then like EX Dragon Punch, dash to cancel, and then you still have 1 revenge spot left. You could do like another EX Dragon Punch afterwards. So if you save up all of your bars, you really do have a lot of options, and it's not like dial a combo by any means.
air juggles, they've been in like the Versus games, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom, but they've never been in Street Fighter proper. So this is the first time you can air juggle.
It's not like where you're just
not
like
automatic.
boom, 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 boom,
Right.
just like hitting the guy.
It's not automatic at all. It's just kind of a refinement of systems that already existed a little bit. I mean, Revenge is new, but like they brought back things from 3, like the EXs that people thought might be gone.
待機中にですね、ダブル、まだ決定ないですけど、ダブルレバー入れたりすると、やってる瞬間にパッとやめて透かしたりとかですね、そういう形では本当に上級者で戦うものもできますし、で、単純に使うので、単純にリベンジゲージだけを使うのであれば、皆さんがやってたようにもうダブル押しの波動拳とかやればですね、普通にリベンジゲージを1個ずつ減らした EX 波動拳が出るっていう形の、本当にイージーな人とからその高い人までを一応用意してあげて、で彼が一番最初にしたオンラインありますか、何か新しいことありますかとかで、彼がコスチュームチェンジありますかって言ったので僕が答えた、いやそうじゃなくって新しいオンラインの対戦の仕方を今考えてますっていうのは、そういうギャップがある人とかもきちんとこうオンラインで楽しめれるようなですね要素っていうのはこれから皆さんにこの先ですね、来年ぐらいやってからもっと紹介できるのかなと思っています。
本気出しなよ。せや竜巻旋風拳。それ波動拳。